Good morning, dear colleagues. Namaskar. We are just waiting for our resource person to join. He is going to join us very shortly. Our resource person is going to join us very shortly. And as soon as he joins, we will start within a minute or two.
Yeah, good morning. I've joined.
Good morning. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Yeah.
There was some issue with regard to my email. That's why I had to open with my staff, Dinesh Tomar's.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, sir, should we start?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, respected Pro Vice Chancellors, respected registrars of our university, all the officers and officials of all the IGNOU regional centers, all colleagues from various study centers, directors and faculty members of our schools, colleagues from various divisions, institutes, centers, cells, and units of the university, my colleagues at IGNOU headquarters and IGNOU Regional Center Delhi 1, and the respected resource person of the day. A very good morning to all of you, and I, Dr. Ashok Sharma, Regional Director at IGNOU Regional Center Delhi 1, welcome all of you to this very important and very prestigious national webinar. Dear colleagues, as you all know that our Government of India has launched Special Campaign 3.0, and under this special campaign, we have to do various important activities, and one of them is the record management in our offices, and another important activity is to reduce the dependency in our various types of workings and our different duties and responsibilities. So dear colleagues, today we are going to listen our honorable resource person of the day, and I am very happy to introduce him to you. His good name is Shri Syed Farid Ahmed sir, and he is Senior Deputy Director at National Archives of India. I am very happy to inform you all that he is an expert in the field of history, and he has done his Master of Arts in History from Aligarh Muslim University, Aligarh. Then he did his MPhil History from JNU, New Delhi, and his specialization was Modern Indian History. I am also glad to inform you that he joined National Archives of India in February 1999 at the post of an archivist, and later he was promoted to the post of Assistant Director Archives, and he is presently working there as Senior Deputy Director at NAI, National Archives of India. And he is also working as Coordinator, School of Archival Studies Training Division of NAI. And I am glad to inform you all that he is an expert in different fields, including record management, of course, yes. And his present work profile includes the work of digitization, information technology, and structural CPWD responsibilities. He has delivered lectures on archives and record management at UPSC, President's Secretariat, PMO, ISRO, Baba Atomic Research, Mumbai, THDC, Tehri, NIFT, New Delhi, College of Military Engineering, Pune, RBI, Pune, CRDC, Guwahati, DRDO, New Delhi, and many more organizations are there in his list. So he has a very great experience of training people in this field. He has been a senior faculty member of the Institute of Secretariat Training and Management, and he has delivered lectures in various international seminars also, organized on archival management both in India and abroad. And I am also happy to share that he has published numerous papers also on modern Indian history and records management. So dear colleagues, he has a very vast experience of organizing national and international seminars at National Archives of India, and he really is an expert in the field of records management. So today we are very lucky to have him as resource person in our this national seminar, and I humbly invite Sayed sir to kindly help us and kindly guide us in the field of record management. And sir, I am happy to inform you that our heads of different divisions have joined us, our faculty members have joined us, our different regional centers of IGNOU throughout India, they have joined us, our study center functionaries are there, and our other colleagues from various divisions are also attending this webinar to learn a lot from you in the field of record management. On my screen, I can see Dr. Bharat Bhushan sir also, and Director EMPC. He has also joined us. He is also with us. So I welcome you, Bharat Bhushan sir and KD Prasad sir, and I welcome you all. And now I hand over the stage to Dr. Sayed sir for kindly guiding us and helping us in the field of record management as per the directions of Government of India and as per the expectations of Government of India. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thanks.
Namaskar. Very good morning. First of all, thanks for giving an opportunity to speak for this lecture with regard to record management activities in Government of India. It is really, I'm pleased to say that the IGNOU is organizing a lecture on a 3.0 campaign of the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, and in this activity, the role of weeding out of records is very much important, and dealing with the record for weeding out the record, it is essential that we should know the whole process with regard to the practices to be taken care. I will be basically speaking with regard to the record management activities in the light of the functioning of Government of India, but I will also try to just correlate it with the university administration and weeding out of their records also, and dealing of their records also, which is being created for the academic and administrative purpose of universities. So friends, to understand this concept of record management, let us come out what is record management, it is a field of management responsible for efficient and systematic control of creation and receipt, maintenance, use, and disposition. Whatever record we are creating, that is a record being created with a purpose. After some time, that purpose is complete, and then that file is to be closed. Either it is a paper record, or we are presently in the stage of migrating from paper record to born digital record. So there also that file is to be classified as per the retention adopted in the government or in the universities. Of course, what I shall be discussing, it is on the basis of the provisions of the Public Record Act and rules. In fact, it is a tool which helps not only the Government of India functioning, but it is a tool which is to be adopted by any of the organizations in the government or in the universities or any administrative setup. So along with Government of India, I will be also trying to make you understand about the record management practices to be adopted. It is in the universities also. If it is happening, it's very good gesture, but if you are not able to adopt and implement, you can just try to get those information from the lecture I'm giving, and the basic book which I will be recommending, which is mentioned in the CSMOP from there you will get all the related information with regard to the various essentials of record management. So after classifications, it requires maintenance, and then maintenance at the time of requiring that file, it is to be retrieved, and then disposition of the record. Then why it is a field which is so important? Because there are some essentials which is to be understood. What are the why it has become so much important? It because it ensures transparency, useful for research and consulting the precedent activities related to that particular work, and reflecting for the administrative guidance. These are the varieties of works which is related to this record management practices. What we are doing in National Archives or in the state archives or in the other archives, basically it is a tool. It is the basic tool on which the whole concept of this record management revolves. So there I'm not elaborating the act. I'm just trying to convey that this is the document in which everything with regard to the essentials of the record management has been mentioned. So it is basically an act for the government of India functioning, and on the basis of this act, many of the state, they have also come out with their own acts. Even business archives and other institutions, they make it a tool to understand how things to progress with regard to the essentials of the record management. So you can have a basic idea from this, and as per the university policies and as per the university requirements, you can decide the retention of the files and usage of the files, and shifting it to the concerned university archives. You have some university archives. Recently we had a lecture by our DG at which was convened by UGC, and I was also there along with our DG, in which we have stressed that there should be uh, archival consciousness in the universities also. So if it is happening, it will be always useful to keep those records which are very much important and which can be used and utilized by the not only by the university administration but even the researchers and for the cause of the nation. Because soon we will National Archives is in the process of bringing a national portal in which we will be trying to collaborate and have an MOU with many of the organization and their belongings in the archives, which is of great importance to the nation's cause. So those things we will be trying to merge in 2-3 years. It's in the very initial stage, and we are in the process of being approved by the competent authority with regard to national portal. Then this act, how it is to be implemented, it has been mentioned in the rules which came in 1997, which where we are getting the elaboration of the subject. Now, as far as this record management is concerned, before the act also there was the office procedure manual, which I'm sure any of the administrative division, either of university or ministries or any state functioning, they require that they should go through this office procedure manual. There is a chapter on record management in which they have given a basis essential. What are the themes which is to be understood and taken care for proper record management activities? So that comprises recording, reviewing, categorization of record, retention, schedule, and disposal, appraisal, and then in the case of national, the center government, those records which has become non-current after appraisal, it is to be sent to National Archives, but that does not concern the universities, of course. For that, of course, you should have your own archives, because university, they do not come under the purview of the act, but as in the beginning I told, it is the basic tool to understand the record management. So you too can, your universities can also adopt, and those records which are of permanent value, they can be kept in the archives of your university, which some of the university they have already introduced. And it is basically a requirement, and it is this is how we can control the weeding, the keeping of the record, and rest records which is to be weeded because they are unnecessary. They are just taking the space. Unrequired space is to be utilized for other purpose. For those purpose, this record management is very much important. Then these are the essential, as I said. What is recording the file is before is to be recorded after completion of the work, and if it is as per the category, it is to be the defined period is to be discussed and mentioned after the recording is being done. Then this is the scenario of Government of India files. This is also in the states. As far universities is concerned, they should have also this type of understanding and categorization of their administrative and academic files, that A and B means lifespan is 25 years, C has a lifespan of 1, 3, 5 and 10 years. These files of C category, they are to be destroyed in 10 years. If you are doing these things, then obviously you will have a lot of space. So all this, I'm not able to just elaborate every point. That's why I said you go through the manual. I will show you the manual also. This is the latest manual of the government. You can go through this manual of Central Secretariat Manual of Office Procedure, in which it is specifically mentioned with regard to how the records is to be dealt with. So these thing can happen accordingly. Then obviously all the files cannot be kept for posterity or for in the room. What is happening, since we are not knowing the basic essentials, that's why we are not able to prepare a retention schedule. It is a basic essential of the record management practices that we should have a retention schedule, and these are the various terminology and the names which has been given, but the purpose is same, that what will be the retaining period of the files, that is called retention schedule. So those retention schedule is to be prepared. As far as Government of India is concerned, we are having the two retention schedule. One is common to all and one is substantive functions. So common to all has been that retention has been prepared by DRPG, who has brought this Central Secretariat manual. From there you can download that common to all. I am sure university also have those same activities, though some of the activities which is being done everywhere. So those activities is called common to all activities. So that come under that type of record is to be dealt as per the manual of schedule published by DRPG. And then one is of the substantive functions, which is to be prepared by the concerned department or university or whatsoever. So as
Excuse
far as
me, sir.
university is concerned, they are supposed to sit, the concerned officials and the academician, they are supposed to sit and decide the retention period. That will be in the part of the substantive functions of the university administration, in
Excuse
which
me, sir.
they will be deciding those files lifespan. These all things is to be prepared, or at least to be followed by the retention schedule prepared by Government of India. You can take maximum help from this book. From there you can go through for this record management practices. Meanwhile, if you are having the retention schedule of the universities, then you can follow it. Otherwise you can take this help on the on of these manuals. States, they too have their manuals. Basic, as I said, this is the manual of Government of India. It is to be followed by states and every department, administrative divisions. So universities also can they can also utilize the content. Then there are files in government which is top secret, secret, confidential, and restricted. In university also, I'm sure you are having not top secret files, but of course I think the files related to examination, they come under the category of confidential and secret till the result is out. So how it is to be dealt with is to be decided by the concerned department. In government, we have the categorization as specification mentioned with regard to which type of files comes under the category of security classification. There are military plans relating to national security, intelligence activities, scientific, technological, and economic information, nuclear programs, files, important negotiation and contracts of the government. These are some of the issues which require to be kept as classified. In the same way, if it concerns university, I'm sure the issues which are of top secret, not of top secret, they will be secret or confidential type of thing. So that can be categorized, and those files are to be kept in that category till they are declassified. Since after a particular year, or after the work has been totally completed, like examination, for example, once examination is completed, results is being declared, so there is nothing confidential in it at that time, then you can just declassify such files as non-classified, because at every time a file cannot be classified. So in government, the level is of the rank of officer. For range of officer, rank of the officer has been mentioned in the manual, which has been published by Manual of Security Instructions, published by Home Ministry. You can take the help of these manual also for preparation of and understanding and the details with regard to handling of the classified records. But obviously, the purpose is to weed out the records. If it is not of essential requirement, it can be destroyed. Then these things are obviously mentioned in the see, in the beginning. I've shown the manual which is being published by CMSOP, which is published by Department of Administrative Reforms. Time and again, they had been issuing such type of manuals. You can download from the site of the Administrative Reform and Public Grievance. From there, you will get these books, which will be of great utility to the university administration also, for how to manage the record management practices. These basic idea you will get through this book. Then obviously, it is being helpful for transforming the central secretariat from physical to electronic system. This is the other digital manual in which they have mentioned about the bond digital records, how to deal with the files which has been created bond digitally. So these all details has been mentioned, and how to deal with them, it has been how to deal has been totally elaborated in these guides. It serves as a comprehensive guide and process of management on secretariat offices. But it is not confined, as I'm saying again and again, it is not confined. Obviously, it is meant for government of India, but the universities, they see what they can adopt a lot of things from their quoting. I mean, they can quote also and get it approved from their competent authority with regard to adoption part of this. Then for each records, as you must be aware, in the beginning I said the category of records is A, B, C. A and B are 25 years span. File and C is of 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year. But when it is born digital, it is category 1 and category 2. So category 1, as we have A records, I'm sure university must be having also this type of categorization. But basic categorization which has been adopted as per the manual instructions in Government of India, it is category 1 and category 2. For category 1, for permanent preservation, administrative purpose, permanent preservation for historical importance, and category 2 E-files, they are of secondary importance and their reference value for a limited period not exceeding the 10 years. 10 years, as you see, you can just understand the period because from the C category, if you take the C category 5, you must be knowing that their lifespan is 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, and 10 year. Accordingly, for Bond Digital, they have straight away given the period of 10 year. Any Bond Digital record, it is to be kept for 10 years. There is no 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, but straight those files can be kept for 10 years. That's the difference between the paper records and the electronic records. The recent this guide, this manual, you see this manual, this is the recent in which again they have specifically mentioned about the period to be adopted with regard to, I've just brought just to show you, maybe some of you must have seen, otherwise you can download for your help, you can download from the site, DRPG site. From there you will get the understanding. Then reading of e-files, after review of e-files, it may, obviously the purpose of this whole contempt 3 campaign 3.0 is you are supposed to destroy the files not arbitrarily but in a systematic way by adoption of the basics of record management. That is very much essential. Then only you are supposed to weed out. You cannot say that it was a campaign, that's why we destroyed. So there should be some logic, some policy decision taken by the competent authority of the university, and that competent authority will authorize for the finalization of the retention schedule of the files of the universities. Obviously, that can be taken care by the final approval by the UGC, because it is something which relates to most of the universities. So those things should be finalized by the competent authority, that is the UGC or the administrative division of the university, for taking care with regard to the lifespan of the files. Every university, they cannot have their own policy for adopted for weeding, but there, I think there should be a uniform policy to be adopted. But at least files which are of common interest, I mean common usage and common purpose for which they have been created, they can be guided as per the retention period mentioned in the manual of the RPG. Then in government, for the keeping of the files, there is a there is a system that at least he should be a section officer level. But once the electronic files have been created, the designation of section officer is only for consultation and dealing with the paper records. But if it is Bond Digital, the hierarchy has been maintained that he should be director or deputy director of the government, and there for sending the file from one ministry or department to other, there will be a virtual machine, BMW. And of course, everything these thing is to be taken care by the NIC and National Archives, because National Archives, as you in the very first beginning, I said we are the custodian of the records. So and this manual has given the responsibility that NAI must take care of the record being created of the government of India. And since it relates to Bond Digital activities that requires the assistance and guidelines totally from the NIC or any of the authority the government adopts or asks to deal with. So presently it is being dealt with NIC, but maybe at later stage we have some other arrangements also, because that clause has been mentioned in the manual with regard to the guidelines to be adopted by some specific specialized agency. This is the word they have used. E-files users will be facilitated to view the details available for reading. Obviously, therefore, these are all we are trying to understand the reading of the files. Then As regards the e-files, it is also to be sent to National Archives. Will be pushed through the central repository. Every ministries, they are supposed to keep those files there till the Spanish period is complete, and then it will be appraised. Obviously, all the files which has been created, they cannot be sent to archives. In the same way, university in which there are a lot of files being created, all cannot go to their respective university archives. So we have to go through that mechanism of appraising the files. You have to evaluate the value of the file. Then on, after evaluation, you can destroy the files which is not of much important and relevance for the researchers or for the university administration. NAI, and as regards the second step, NAI will access central repository and accept the files. So in case of government, they are to be kept in the departmental record for paper files and in their central repository, and they will be consulting National Archives in later. Presently, we are not any file which is born digital, but there will be after completion of 20 years, those files are supposed to be transferred to National Archives, or as the case may be, if it is relates to states, they will be going to their respective states. Likewise, universities, they are supposed to keep their important files to a particular place, a repository of like IGNOU. They should have that place where they will be bringing those files. And if the file is required by scholars or users, they can be able to produce, and the concerned person or researcher, they are able to use it. Then the NAI does not accept the file, it will, as I said, every file, it cannot be kept in National Archives, so it is to be evaluated, and with files which is not recommended to be kept for permanent retention, they are supposed to be sent back to the concerned depository from, or the ministries from where they have been sent to, for the appraisal to the National Archives. Again, in the university also, all the files cannot be kept. So you have to decide beforehand that retention schedule is to be prepared. I said, because you have to consult this manual, then you will be able to understand the things, and any guidance further in this regard, you can take the help of National Archives. We will be happy to guide you if required. But obviously, that does not come under the purview of the Public Record Act, as I said. But since the nature is same, we can able to guide you to some extent. But these are that's why I'm saying just go through the manual, and from there you take out the things which is of your utility, and accordingly you can manage your record management practices in the universities. Then the archiving of digital records, dispose closed files. Obviously, all the files, as I said, it cannot be kept. So time and again, you have to weed out the document. As this campaign is basically, purpose is to just remove those files which is unwanted, which is of not requirement, and they are taking a space. They are kept in almirahs or the rooms where they have been kept for last many years, and because we are not knowing the basic of record management, we are not able to handle, and it is just wasting the place and wasting the environment. And so these are many issues which is the purpose of this campaign 3.0. Those things are to be taken care. By adopting of this weeding out, this responsibility has been given, as far as the digital record is concerned, to the NIC and NAI, or any agency. As I said, government has already earmarked that there can be some other agency which will be scientifically more proven, and they are able to guide the clients, I mean the organizations, how to handle and how those files are to be transferred, and when it is being transferred, how it is to be kept for posterity, because it is a great responsibility. Archives has a great responsibility till those files are available in the sections or departments. Till then, of course, there is a responsibility, but more responsibility lies with the archives after they're being sent to archives, because they are basically employed to take care of those files. So this is basically the understanding with regard to the practices being adopted in Government of India with regard to the practices and essentials of the record management. I'm sure whatever I have discussed, that can be utilized by the university archives or university administration for taking up the work with regard to the weeding out. That is the basic issue which is before all concerned departments and the campaign of Government of India with regard to this weeding out, this campaign 3.0. Basically, the idea is to take the system with regard to record management on the right track. Perhaps because we are not knowing the basic essentials of the record management, that's the reason that we are being derailed. I mean, since we are not knowing how to handle the files, how to handle the records after the purpose is complete. Any file which has been created, it is being created for a purpose, and when the purpose is completed, since we are not knowing the basic essential, as I mentioned, there is a whole guidelines. If you are following those guidelines, I'm sure you are able to understand the thing, and you are able to handle and deal with the proper record management activities. I think this is what I could have explained in this short span. Any other things which have been left in my presentation, I'm here to give reply and resolve your queries whatsoever.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for this wonderful presentation. And we have gained so many new insights out of your experiences. Thank you so much, sir. And sir, I'm glad to share that many of our regional centers across the India, they have joined us in this seminar. Just naming a few of them, RC Agartala is with us, RC Cochin, RC Dehradun, RC Devgarh is with us, RC Jorhat, RC Khanna, Regional Center Madurai, Mumbai, RC Nagpur, RC Patna, Regional Center Pune is with us, Regional Center Saharsa, Shillong, Regional Center Shillong and Regional Center Shimla, Trivandrum, Regional Center Trivandrum, Regional Center Varanasi, Regional Center Vijayawada, and Regional Center Vishakhapatnam, Vatakara, Bhagalpur. Lots of our regional center colleagues have joined us in this very important national webinar. And I would like to invite my colleagues from different regional centers. If they have any question or query, they may ask you, sir. Yes,
Thank
please.
you, sir. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. We are thankful to the resource person. Very nicely, extemporally has explained all the things. We have only one request to share the PPT so that we will save for our future reference. Because just now we heard that is okay fine. अभी तो याद रहता है, थोड़ी देर के बाद फिर कंफ्यूज होता है. अगर पीपीटी रहता है तो हम आगे कार्रवाई करते वक्त उसका रेफरेंस लेकर के आगे बढ़ सकते हैं. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर. थैंक यू.
Thank you, Dr. Thank you. With the kind permission of our honorable resource person of the day, sir, am I allowed to share the
Yeah, no issue. It is a public record. You can. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Nothing hidden. It is for the purpose of our utility of by our people, by our government, by our organization, by our National Archives will be pleased that their presentation is being utilized in the gainfully utilized.
Yes, sir.
No issues
Sir,
at all.
this is from Regional Center Cochin, sir. We are grateful. We are benefited by the talk, and you, sir, missed out our presence while listing out the RCs who are present. And we also request that the recording of the meeting also be shared so that it can be correlated for audio purposes with the PPT and shared among our colleagues. Thank you and over. Very wonderful presentation.
Thank you, Dorothy, madam. Thank you so much. Thanks for your kind presence. And yes, definitely, I will definitely share the recording of this webinar as well as the PowerPoint presentation of sir. I will definitely share both of these things. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Yes, Regional Center Bhagalpur wants to interact with you, sir. Regional
Yeah,
Center
sure.
Bhagalpur.
So it is requested that you kindly share on the PPT, sir, so that my office persons can have it for reference. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
I have forwarded to Ashok sir. Ashok Sharma ji, he is having that presentation and he will be sharing to all of you, whosoever is interested. I have already sent it to Ashok sir.
Yes, I will share, sir. I will share. And sir, in the chat box, we are getting a very positive, very good feedback about your this presentation, and they have found it very nice presentation, and they have requested to share the PPTs and recordings. Yes, of course, dear colleagues, we will share, definitely share. Mr. Rajiv Kumar, he is working at our IGNO headquarters. Yes, Rajiv ji, definitely we will share. And RC Devgad has stated that it was
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Thank you, Rajesh ji. Thanks for your presence.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dear colleagues, if you have any questions or queries, so it is a very wonderful opportunity to all of us that we can learn a lot from Syed Farid Ahmed sir. He very kindly requested, yes, Dr. Radha madam, yes, thank you madam, thank you. So dear colleagues, I requested sir that please spare some of your valuable time for our this national webinar, and he very openly, with very open heart, he spared his valuable time for all of us to guide us, to train us, to help us with his experience and his knowledge. So I'm so thankful to him for kindly accepting our this request. It was very short notice. I got directions from our regional services division director, Dr. UC Pandey sir, that we should organize one such national webinar for all the colleagues across the regional centers throughout our country. So I requested Syed sir that we need your help in file management system, in record management system. And at a very short notice, he was so kind enough that he accepted my request. And now we are with you all. So if you want to ask any questions, you can please ask. Sir, presently we all are into this work. We are also following the Government of India guidelines for under this special campaign for weeding out the records and all other things. And we are also
You have seen this manual. You are going through this manual.
sir, we have got special guidelines from our university headquarters.
Okay.
Particularly, we are following the guidelines issued by our IGNO headquarters.
Right. That,
Yes.
as I said, this is the basic tool from where university or any organization they try to adopt the things. So this is the basic guideline, basic tool. As I said, it is the basic tool, and here things have been mentioned, and what is to be done. It is as per the provisions made here. We too follow the same, and every government organization, once Government of India has adopted, then obviously the states they too are adopting the same. So the guidelines which has been prepared by the by university, I'm sure they have taken the basic crux from this manual of Government of India. It is the basic tool, so it should be at least read and to be understood for
Yes, sir.
further enhancing your knowledge.
Yes, sir. Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing this information with all of us, and we will definitely download this manual. And sir, we have got a query in our chat box. Mr. Badrinath from Pune, he wants to know: are there any particular rules for accounting
Yeah,
records?
GFR is the basic guidelines. Whatever has been mentioned there, that is the final.
Right, sir. Sir, he wants to know: are there any particular rules for records like cash books and other things?
So that you have to check from there. It's a whole every point I cannot be able to tell you. You go through that, and whatever query relating to the financial issues, that
Yes.
guidelines is there. Whatever your queries, that is mentioned there.
Right,
So
sir.
you just download that also GFR, and whatever has been mentioned in the GFR accordingly, everything has to be followed.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Right, sir. His query was regarding cash books, payable registers. And sir, we are following the GFR at our regional centers as well as at our IGNOU headquarters. We are following the GFR. Sir, we have our one finance and accounts division at IGNOU headquarters, and they are sending us instructions and various types of guidelines from time to time. And they are also guiding us to follow the GFR as far as the financial matters are concerned. So, dear colleagues, any other query? If you have any other query regarding the file management system or record, yes, Mr. Rajiv ji, he has stated that they are also following the GFR rules at IGNOU headquarters for all financial matters.
Right.
Yes,
That
yes,
is the basic book I said. Whatever has been mentioned there, any queries related to financial issues, it is there, and
yes,
you have to follow that.
yes, sir. Sir, actually, our Director Regional Services Division, who is looking after all the 57 regional centers of our IGNOU throughout the country, he also wanted to join this webinar, but because of some other urgent work, he could not join us in this meeting. But he has also asked me to convey his thanks to you for kindly sparing your valuable time for us.
Thank you.
So thanks, sir. Thanks from his behalf also. For on his behalf, I thank you, sir. Thank you.
We
So-
all thank you, sir.
Yes, yes, Regional Director Pune. Yes, any other queries or questions? Because Syed sir has a lot of great experience in this field while working with Government of India, and he has trained so many persons, as I just shared with you all in the beginning of this webinar. So if any other queries are also there, then you are requested to please ask him. It is a great opportunity for all of us to learn a lot from him. So I think, sir, that there are no other questions from my colleagues.
Okay.
So, sir, on behalf of IGNOU fraternity, although you are also associated with IGNOU since long, but it becomes my duty to thank you on behalf of my colleagues from IGNOU headquarters and from all the regional centers of our university and from various divisions. Our SSC director, Dr. Bharat Bhushan sir, our director EMPC, Dr. KD Prasad was also there in this meeting. So on behalf of our various schools and divisions and cells and units and all the regional centers, sir, I thank you for kindly sparing your valuable time for us. And I am hopeful that in future also, as during your presentation, you have said that you are always there to help us if we need your help in any matter. So
Sure.
we are hopeful that whenever we will be needing your support and your guidance, you will extend your full support.
Thank
And
you.
and my colleague Dr. Moni Sahai in the chat box, she has also thanked you for sharing your valuable inputs with all of us. So on behalf of all the regional centers colleagues, sir, we have 57 regional centers across the country. And not only in India, we are serving the students. We are providing academic students for services to international learners also. So you because you are associated with IGNOU, so you know all these things. You are already aware of all these things, so I'm not going into those details. But on behalf of IGNOU fraternity of more than 75 lakhs students and teachers and academics and non-teaching staff, I thank you on behalf of them and on my own behalf also. And we will be in touch with you whenever we will be in need of guidance and your support. So thank you so much, sir. And I thank all my regional centers colleagues from various parts of the country. I thank you, sir. I thank you, madam, and I thank IGNOU headquarters colleagues, directors of divisions and cells and units, and all the non-teaching staff also, all colleagues. I thank you for kindly joining us in this national webinar. Thank you so much. Radha madam, do you have any query if you want to
No,
ask?
sir. Thanks, sir. Actually, Sri Badrinath is presently working in RC Bangalore only, sir. Email ID is not changed. And
Ji,
a
ji.
very nice session. I think that you may have series of session, 2 more different areas also. We need the guidelines. It's a very
Yes,
big area, actually record management, sir. So if
yes,
possible, may arrange at least 2 more sessions
definitely,
with sir with the
definitely, madam.
specific areas.
Yes, madam. Yes, we will definitely try for that, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
your feedback. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your feedback. So, dear colleagues, now if there are no more queries, with this sincere vote of thanks, my sincere thanks to the resource person of the day, Syed sir, and all my colleagues at regional centers and IGNOU headquarters, with a special thanks to my regional center Delhi 1 colleagues. I thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Thanks goes to all for making this event a very successful event and very interactive. Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam.
Thank you.